friend or is he foe? The pony wonders. I can assure you, I am no friend. I am Lord Derek.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 54 for the week of May 11th, 2014. I'm Nemesis, and joining me once again is Alca7raz.
Hello.
And this is, of course, a special episode because, well, we got a finale. The finale for Season 4.
That's it.
And, yeah, it's
good. It's really good.
Yeah, not to get too... We'll get into depth later because we got some quick hits first, but no fan content because, well, we decided to cut that just because, well, we got a two-part episode and stuff, so that's going to take a lot longer than normal. But, of course, yeah, like I said, quick hits. So, first to start us off, if you want to follow along, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes, and we'll have the link to the show notes there so you can, click all the stuff, watch the videos, whatever we have in the quick hits for you. So, let's get going. Buck is going to be giving away tickets to their con, specifically one for every 100 sold between May 18th and May 24th. This is because of May the 4th, even though it's not starting until later this month. So basically, you buy a ticket, and every 100th ticket sold, it'll be given away for free. You will not be charged. So if you're going to Buck, that's probably the time to try to get some tickets.
Yeah.
In other con news, DerpyCon South has announced that Ingrid Nilsson, the voice of Maud Pie, will be attending. So if you wanted to, monotone glory, there you go.
So exciting.
Yes, very excited. This is the most excited I've been in my entire life. BabsCon has announced pre-registration for 2015 is open already. Because the con was less than a month ago. And yeah, this is unusually early.
Yeah.
Winner, if you enjoyed that, you'll probably enjoy it again. So if you want to go again, sign up. Galacon has confirmed another cosplay contest for this year, but with a few changes from last year. Check their site out for more details. So, a couple things they decided to revamp because apparently they want to make sure it's more fun for everyone involved. So there you go.
Makes sense.
And exciting for me, Everfree Northwest has announced that Rebecca Choiquette, the singing voice of Twilight and the voice of Sunset, will be attending this year. So all the hype.
Yes. At least one of us is incredibly hyped.
Yes. It will never beat Ashley Ball.
No, don't say that.
Anyway, moving away from con news, another We Love Fine winner has been announced, and it's another Luna design, this time from Caitlin Vildbrandt. I'm hoping I got that right. I hope that should be pretty straightforward. You never know. Yeah, so we got another Luna designs as one. So I can't remember how many winners that is now, but it's going to be going on for a while. So yeah. Anyway, Canterlot Knights set for MLP, the card game, the collector's card game, has had a slight delay and will be released on May 23rd because of apparently a small production issue. From my understanding, it's actually some of the cards got the incorrect colors, which is important, I guess.
Yeah, that would be important.
So, yeah, certainly some of them just got the wrong colors that didn't match properly, so they had to delay it a little bit. Another company, Toy Factory, is going to be making MLP plushies. No images or designs have shown up, but be on the lookout for those in the future. They've already done a bunch of other licensed stuff, and you can see images of other things they've done. So let's hope they at least don't do spaghetti hair.
Yeah, let's hope they're high quality.
And other plushie news, Build-A-Bear, the news we had last week, it appears that Applejack, Trixie, and possibly Apple Bloom will be available on July 12th. Sakura is likely to be an online-only release unless she sells really well. So there's the next few ponies they're releasing. So there you go. And in further plushie news, 4DE appears to have been really busy lately as they have had three more announcements this week. They've announced Doctor Who's and Princess Luna, both for the fall. They've also said that Rainbow Dash is a little difficult due to her main, but all of the main 6 will have been released by the fall. So, or end of the fall, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yay, finally.
It's really cool. Because it's weird that they're pushing them all out at once.
Yeah, I guess that's what has been a long time since the last release.
Yes, they did finally
Pinky was last
yes.
released, and there was not a large gap between Twilight and Pinky's release, but
Yeah, and they had been talking about Fluttershy, and they said it might be released, but then we heard nothing. But they said later, yes,
so
she's
let's
going to be
see.
coming out soon.
Big Mac,
so.
Applejack, Doctor Who's, Luna, Dash, Rarity, Fluttershy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's-
at least 7
Yeah, all by this fall.
in the fall.
So they're going to be coming
So,
out.
wow.
Yeah, either all at once or one right after another.
In which, yeah, it's going to be pretty fast. So if you're collecting
Either
those
way,
things, you're going to be spending a lot of
my
money.
wallet's not going to be
Hundreds,
happy with me
a couple
over this one.
$100. Yeah, at least like something like probably $200 or so.
Yep.
Anyway, a preview of Friends Forever number 5, the MLP comic, is up on iTunes. Go check it out if you'd like to, or don't if you want to avoid spoilers. I think it's a 3-page preview, so yeah. And they usually expand closer to release to an 8-page. That's coming out next week, I believe. So soon we'll be talking about it. It's the Fluttershy Zakora issue.
Yep.
Go figure. Anyway, moving on to Equestria Girls. 2 of the Equestria Girls characters' names have been revealed through the toys, which we've seen before at the New York Toy Fair, and they are Sonata Dusk and Arya Blaze. They are part of a band in the Rainbow Rocks movie called the Dazzlings, along with Adagio Dazzle, which, okay, that means Adagio is not part of Trixie's band, because that's Trixie and the Illusions. So this means at least 3 bands, which makes sense.
Yeah. So there's going to be like a competition.
Still, though, that kind
bands.
of, is Adagio going to be a villain or not? Because they're like talking about and showing her, and she's gonna have, apparently, because there's another thing, she's popped up on the Equestria Girls official website, so she's obviously gonna be important,
Yeah.
or at least semi-important. So who knows how this is gonna work? If you saw that one picture of her, wow, her eyes look kind of evil.
I could see it. I mean, if she's in a competing band.
2 villains competing against each other.
Well, that's a power struggle.
Yeah, be fun. Yeah, so, and speaking of Rainbow Rocks, another Rainbow Rock short is out, and it's titled Player Piano, and it's about Rarity. And yeah, this one is basically, she's trying to drag a grand piano, across the school grounds. Yeah, full, not a keyboard,
piano.
Not a baby piano.
Yeah, the kind of piano that you hire people and pay hundreds of dollars to move.
And of course has no wheels, so eventually, she sees the humanized version of the Diamond Dogs, and she gets them to do it for her.
Yeah.
Gets there and, practice is out. Practice time's up. Now we got to get it to the other side of campus.
Yep.
To the gym. She's despairing until she's handed the guitar. She jams out a bit, does the transformation thing, and there we go.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of boring.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was not the best one. It was better than the Fluttershy one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, but
also the guitar solo was actually kind of cool.
It was neat, but
it's
overall,
weird.
I thought it was
synthy.
Yeah,
which is guitar. It's like
it's a guitar. It has to be synthy.
Or what? Guitar key.
Guitar. No. No, Pinky. No.
Yeah. So yeah, guitars kind of fell out of style a long time ago. I think they're kind of coming back in that weird it's retro thing.
Yes.
So I don't know. There you go. So yeah, it's a new short. That means the only one left to, I guess, see transform is Applejack, who has a guitar of her own, or possibly a bass. I didn't really see it that well.
It's gonna turn into a big apple.
Oh man. Plus, what was it? This is number 4? No, 5. Yes, this is number 5, I believe. So it's Vinyl, Dash, Fluttershy, Pinky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rarity. Okay, so that's 5 so far, and then we got Applejack, and there's supposed to be 8, so yeah, 3 more. 1 of the Applejack, 2, who knows?
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, short.
Maybe one will be Twilight.
What? Twilight? She's not in there yet, so who knows? Unless it's a neat Rainbow Rock short with ponies. Okay.
That would be interesting.
Across the streams.
Or Sunset.
Yeah. It appears the side series based on Equestria Girls is coming this fall and will be called Equestria Academy, according to rumors from a French website. Supposedly we're going to get details on it at San Diego Comic-Con this year. I'm not sure if that's actually happening, but it seems like they have no reason to lie about this. I mean, or just print unconfirmed rumor. They said they got confirmation through email, so if this is actually happening,
interesting.
An actual TV series for Equestria Girls, which was the original plan.
Yeah, which was the original idea. So it's like they didn't want to do it but now because of the reaction that they got from Equestria Girls, they're going to go through it anyway.
I think it was more that they couldn't do it at the time because season 4 became a thing.
That's also an
But
yeah.
oh, and one thing I forgot to list real quick, and this there was that press conference thing we talked about last week. It did air. Not much really happened except for one little thing. Season 5 has been officially confirmed.
Yeah, like we didn't know that already.
For 2015, according to them, and it was announced, via that, and then was put on Twitter, and they also released a press release that also confirmed it will have 26 episodes.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Full season.
So it's not 13 like season 3 was.
Yeah, so another full season, season 5, 2015. Although some people are speculating that actually means a late 2014. I suspect it might actually mean, because of this Equestria Academy thing, it might be not until spring of 2015.
No one wants to wait that long, though.
Well,
that's a whole
we'll have
nother
Equestria
year.
Academy to watch.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Right? Oh, we're going to watch it like fools. We're all going to watch it.
We have to watch it, but
We're all
we
going to watch
have
it.
to like
We're
it.
going to complain about it, probably. Some of us. Not all of us, but some of us will definitely complain about it. But we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Even if we're watching it, just to complain about it. But yeah, and speaking of that press conference thing with Tara Strong and Megan McCarthy, other than the season 5 announcement, there was official announcement. There really wasn't much else in there. I watched the whole thing. It's almost an hour long. They just kind of talked about, like, what was their favorite episode, what, things they're, think for Megan, it was like episodes she wrote, anything they tried to write that didn't get, all this stuff. The only thing I personally latched onto was Megan said that she has no intention of writing Twilight to become married or anything. She said she doesn't see it in her character right now. So
Too busy.
Hooray! So yeah,
However,
it's all those people
that
claiming.
doesn't mean.
No.
Hey, any gap is
All those
enough
people
for a
are
shipper.
claiming that season 5 is going to have Twilight getting married. Well, I guess not.
No, but getting married does not exclude
I'll
relationship.
I'll
Hey,
punch you.
shippers will find a way.
Shippers who ship that are terrible people.
Well, it doesn't say what they have to ship. It could be a Twilight ship. I don't know.
Anyway,
Let's move on.
Yeah, so that's the news for the week. Yeah, season 5's the big one.
Yeah.
Except we kind of knew. We kind of already knew. It was never officially confirmed. But, no, officially.
It wasn't official, but pretty much
We all
everyone.
knew.
Yeah, we all knew.
They also confirmed via Twitter and all this stuff. Mae Larson's coming back. The directors are coming. Almost everyone who's working on the show now is coming back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't worry about it. They're not like handing off to a B team or something.
That would suck. Heads would roll.
This will mean, officially, this will be the longest running Hasbro show ever because of season 5.
Because of season 5.
Yeah, it's already surpassed the longest. It's already the longest running MLP show, beating earlier this season, at the very beginning of the season, it beat out the very first generation, which was the longest at 67 episodes, I believe, or something like that, around there. It already beat that, and now it's at 91 episodes have aired. And with season 5, they'll breach 100 and get to 117. I think the current record right now are G.I. Joe and Transformers. They have like 95 and 98 episodes.
Even with all the different kinds of Transformers, or are you splitting the different...
No, the original run of Transformers in America ran for about 98 episodes.
Okay.
I think the original run of G.I. Joe ran for 95 or something like that. So yeah, this will be the longest running Hasbro TV series ever.
That's pretty big. I wonder if they're going to do anything
insane.
special for the 100th episode.
Yeah, they might. I mean,
It's gonna be
that's a
mid-season.
milestone no matter what.
Yeah,
it's only going to be 9 episodes in.
Yeah, it's going to be mid-season.
And it's about right, too, because most TV shows hit episode 100 about season 5, because of how the numbers work out.
So yeah,
But-
I would like to see something big. That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it's a big... Any TV show that reaches 100 is a big milestone.
well, they might just do like a marathon.
Yeah, they might just do a 100th episode marathon. I don't think they'll won't acknowledge it too
I
much.
doubt they're going to
Unless
write
they do something
special.
like a special intro scene or something. Like, not intro, but like the credit scene, opening credit scroll, opener. The
The
opening.
title sequence.
Title scene, that's what it's called. Man,
Yes.
it's not opening credits. That's not it.
No, we haven't had opening credits for a while.
Yeah,
They
the
did that in
title
movies.
sequence. They might do a special thing there. That's the only thing I can really think of in the episode itself.
Yeah, I don't see him writing anything, especially not if it's the 9th episode in
Yeah,
the
but-
season. I don't
No,
see
no,
him
no,
writing
though.
the script special, but I could see him doing stuff around it, some sort of celebration.
Marathon. But the best thing, like I said, the only thing I could see them doing in the episode itself is just changing the title title sequence for that one episode.
Or maybe introducing a new one.
Well, they have to now because of reasons, kind of.
Yes,
we'll get into that.
We'll get to those.
Yeah, we're done with news,
there's
so
some things.
we have an episode, actually technically 2 episodes to talk about, and that's Twilight's Kingdom. So that's why we're cutting fan content, 2 episodes to talk. But yeah, Twilight's Kingdom, the finale. It came out, and, well, just what happened. Well, first off, Twilight, they're all, the Twilight and her friends going to Crystal Empire. Tried's feeling a little down because, well, she doesn't seem to do much as a princess. She just kind of smiles and waves, and so she, she's trying to cheer up, but she winds up, she does what her job is, unfurling a banner, and that's
smiling and waving.
It, which Spike was a jerk about, but
yeah.
And then she feels even worse about it. So, but anyway, she talks to the other princesses and is like, I don't really do much. Like, well, I feel like I'm doing nothing, and she wants to help, and she can't really, yeah. So she's kind of mopey about that. The other princesses try to cheer her up, and then we get to a dark alley. Yeah, there's a guy in a cloak there, and it turns out it's Lord Tyrek.
Is it Tyrek or Tyrek? It's
Tyrek.
Tyrek.
Yes. Yeah. And he's doing something to some unicorn. Looks like he stole his magic.
He stole his magic, yeah.
Yeah, and of course that freaks Celestia out because she somehow sees it, and so does Luna. They find out, yeah, he's coming.
Yep.
So what do? They talk to Twilight and Cadence as well, and we gotta stop him. And Twilight's all ready to do it. Nope, Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, so it's Discord. And then Twilight's back in Ponyville still moping about the fact she has nothing to do. So she's going to go to the castle. Friends join her. And they meet. Discord winds up talking to them and, kind of, she's talking about how he reads their journal and, oh, hey, what's, you still haven't figured out what's in the box, but that kind of inspires her to go look in the castle itself. So, yeah, they're in the castle. They're reading, trying to figure out how to open the box, but T-Rex is still. So Discord goes to stop him, right?
Yep.
And they talked a bit because
apparently
T-Rex
they know
surprised that they know, at least T-Rex knows of him, not necessarily knows him, but he knows of him at the very least. And he's surprised Discord is just being a good guy. And they talk for a bit, and he's trying to get Discord to join him. And we go back to the main 6, and Twilight's been reading the journal, looking at the passage Discord marked out, and realizing, hey, wait a minute. They all receive these items, as we've seen over the season. So Go there. So they go back to get the items, go to the tree. Hey, look, they turn into keys.
Funnily,
there's one missing. Magic. And Twilight hasn't got one yet. She doesn't know. They don't know. They're like, oh, you'll find it. And then, hey, letter. Turns out Discord betrayed them.
No.
And he's working with T-Rex, so. Yep. And that's the first part.
Yep.
And they actually, at the end of it says, we gotta get rid of our magic.
Yep.
So T-Rex can't take it. And yeah, so what they do is they decide, hey, T-Rex probably doesn't know about you, so we're gonna give all our magic to you because we can't just make it go away.
Yeah.
So they give it to Twilight, and they tell her she can't tell anyone because it might put them in danger. So she's trying to hide this, and then T-Rex comes and
tries to
takes it from the other alicorns and finds that they had get rid of the magic, and Discord's there too, and gets mad at Discord when he finds out there's a 4th alicorn. Why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't, Discord didn't want to tell him anything yet, and he also banishes the other 3 princesses to Tartarus.
Yep.
And they should go to, and Twilight's in Ponyville again. She's trying to hide her powers, not really successfully, but she goes to the 2 sisters to try to read some more and try to find something out, and I guess hide a little bit probably.
Yeah. She's trying to go to a hidden place where no one can see her, where she can try and practice controlling all of her extra magic.
So she can learn control. So she's trying to go and get away from Ren's, but hey, guess what? Discord shows up, and they don't know that he's betrayed them yet. And he shows up to T-Rex and captures them, and T-Rex takes the magic, and then he betrays Discord. And then Twilight's still trying to figure this out, and oh crap, T-Rex finds her.
Yep.
So she's trying to avoid him, and then he blows up the library, and she's fighting him because of that. She fights him hardcore, but they can't beat each other. It's at a standstill until I got your friends.
Oh.
I'll let them go if you give me your magic, and well, that makes her get her key. Essentially, but she trades her magic, all the magic she has for the key
for friends.
For their friends, yeah. Wow. And then because of that, she gets her key when Discord gives her the medallion that she got from T-Rex.
Yep.
And they go by the box and open it up, and yep, it's rainbow power, and they banish T-Rex, and They fix everything. Everyone gets their magic back, and Twilight gets the new castle thing, and that's how it ends, basically.
With a few details removed. We'll get into those.
We'll get to those. And so I guess after that long, rambly explanation...
Hey, it was 2 episodes. So
it's 2 episodes, so it had to be a little rambly, although that's not much. What did you think?
It was freaking amazing. Okay, I will actually have to say this is well above even the season premiere. It was absolutely astounding. The battle scenes, you thought the battle scenes between Celestia and Luna in the premiere were good. This is like, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but that's what I'm hearing. This is like DBZ level of over the top awesome battle scenes.
And I'm going to have to agree. This was an amazing episode. A pair of episodes. It was brilliant.
I will say that this is for all the series, not just season. Series.
This is actually surpassed my favorite. As Lesson Zero has been my favorite for a couple years now, and this has surpassed it. This is better.
Yeah,
this is the best episode that has ever been released.
Yeah. There's a lot of important stuff. It's not just action sequences either. It's just amazing. It flows. Everything ties well together. They said it was epic, and they meant it this time. They really did. This is a seriously good episode.
I loved it so much. I mean, I was like sitting there like vibrating after I watched it.
Yeah, well, you're a little bit biased anyway, because this was Twilight going uber.
It was the best episode. And obviously,
yes.
I've seen the fandom's reaction. This is one of the few episodes I've seen where it's like there's barely anyone saying anything bad about it.
Yeah,
it's like almost overwhelmingly positive.
Even when Brad showed up in the very beginning.
Yeah, that was the one thing. It's like he showed up and talked because apparently someone higher ups requested it or something, and he showed up and talked he's there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
He just announced some delegates. That's it.
Yep.
And of course, some people kind of latched onto that, but whatever.
No one really worth anything, but
yeah. And I'm just like, wow. Just wow.
Yeah, that pretty well sums it up.
There's everything. I mean, if you really, it's one of those, again, just like almost every episode, if you really look at stuff, you're going to start finding problems.
Yeah, I will say
it's inevitable.
Yeah, nothing's perfect, but I think one of the biggest things is like the 3 princesses gave their power to Twilight to try and hide them because apparently, Tyrek doesn't know that there's a 4th. It's not like just down the hall there isn't a big stained glass window depicting
That's one of those details, the little details that kind of blow up your whole plan.
It's not like they document those kind of important events.
I know, it's just one of those details you just forget. Yeah. Because it's just one of those things you see every day, you don't think about it.
And remember, Discord knows all about it.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Discord was going to say anything.
Yeah, they just, it was one of those, that was a desperation ploy. They had nothing else to do.
Yep.
They just hope Discord doesn't say anything, because, Discord...
That's a tough one. You just don't know what Discord's going to do.
He's unpredictable. That's the thing. They're just hoping he would not say anything, which he didn't, until T-Rex like, what's this? Is this supposed to be humorous? It's also kind of cool his voice just changed, because initially he's all feeble and small, and as he absorbs magic, he's getting bigger and stronger, and like literally like muscled and everything.
Yep.
And his voice changes along with it.
It's deeper.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
we would be remiss though to not mention the songs.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah, we had 2 songs, but the important one I think is the first one. When Twilight's all sad and goes and talks to the princesses, they start into a song, and we actually get a song with all 4 princesses singing. That includes Celestia and Luna.
Yeah.
Okay, Luna sung. That's huge.
That's a big thing. Yep.
And it was a really good song too, I'd say. I mean, there have been better, but it was pretty up there.
And it's just all 4 princesses just singing all together. It's just like
it was
a good song too.
Cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you can actually download it for free legally.
Yeah, they released I think both of them.
Daniel going to release both of them. The second one was okay, but yeah, they're both up there for free, and they're already numbered. I looked; they're numbered and everything for if you own the soundtracks, which I don't because they're not on Google Play yet.
Yes, I know. I'm not going to use iTunes.
So. Yeah, I don't want to use iTunes for this because,
I have personal issues against Apple, so I won't use iTunes, but I'm waiting for them to come out on Google Play.
Yeah. And I think this might be the same guy who did Iron Will. It sounded very similar.
Did sound familiar.
So I'm going to look this up real quick. One thing I really liked was when the princesses gave Twilight her power, her mane got all ethereal. And
Yep.
I was like,
pretty much whenever she was using those,
yeah, and
those
you saw
powers,
she
I saw it.
also
When she
raised the sun
she lowered the moon
and lowered the moon.
and raised the sun and did it
Made-
very badly.
yeah,
But she got it.
First time.
Yeah, first time.
She
It
got
was
it
kind of
eventually.
funny.
It was erratic.
That was actually kind of a funny scene. Walks in, sun's not up yet. I'm not up yet. Oh crap, the sun's not up.
Yeah.
That's my job
She's
now.
not thinking about it because, I
It's
don't
not something
deal
you
with
do all
that.
the time.
Yeah, when you don't deal with stuff like that, you don't think about it. It's just seeing that, just like it's something that kind of fans have tried to do on their own in the art, and it's like, well, this is the first time we've ever seen it, and it is not the same voice actor. I'm surprised. So, but yeah, he sounded very similar. I thought it saw the same voice, but it's not apparently. So,
Mark Ackerson. It's the same voice of Unicron.
yeah, I heard that one from the Unicron trilogy, which is not the same voice of Unicron from G1, so it's not the one I'm familiar with.
Mark Ackerson,
Yeah,
I believe. That's how you
yeah,
pronounce the last
so
name?
different. And it's kind of just, it's the same guy through the whole thing, so it's kind of neat. He sounds like a wizened old man initially, but
He did a good job on changing his.
I really like how he talked in the beginning. I like also, they took and I said this last week and I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I thought they would not do this, and they did.
But they did. But they did it well.
They did it well, and they did not just do the same thing that he did in the first one. Because I really, even G1, what he did was he kidnapping ponies and turning them into dragons to make his slaves or something like that. I think that was the idea. This one, and he had a rainbow of darkness, which.
Oh yeah, we should probably mention a thing. He was stealing magic. He started out stealing magic from unicorns because that's all he could do.
Like little by
he
little.
started little bit, and the more he took, the more he could take.
Yeah.
And he eventually got to the point where he was able to start taking the flight ability from
Pegasus.
Pegasus. He couldn't fly, but
Yeah.
he made it so the Pegasus couldn't.
Because he was stealing their magic, which allowed
Yeah.
them to fly. And he's stealing
But
the Earth Pony
the
magic,
next-
which makes it so they couldn't.
And that's the important thing. I don't think they've ever actually officially announced Earth Pony's magic.
Well, they said all ponies have magic before, so.
But yeah, because it's always been a common.
Yeah.
It's something in the fan is Earth
Well,
Ponies are.
At
This
this
is a bit
point,
more
if you don't
for the
think about Earth Ponies having magic, you're ignoring things they've already blatantly said. So they've already
But
blatantly
still.
said Earth Ponies have magic. So they just never really specified how it works.
Yeah, this one it was more of a connection to they're connected
Yeah.
directly to the Earth, and they're.
And he had to get all that to be able to take Alicorn magic, and he stored Discord's magic,
That
which
was a
was
big
different.
one.
Everyone else was like blue or whatever.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
was like this, chaotic thing,
which makes sense.
Yeah.
One thing that I did notice, he grew every time he took magic.
Mhm.
He grew a little bit when he took the main 6. He barely grew at all when he took Discords.
Yeah.
Now, when he took Twilight's and all four
four,
Alcon, he grew
gigantic.
huge.
And when you
Because
think about
he
it,
was doubling his power at that point because he was evenly
Yeah.
matched.
that's when you think about it, the power of 4 Alicorns is equal to that of pretty much all the ponies in Equestria plus Discord.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It didn't
That-
gain much when he went
That
to
is
Discord, which is
insane when you
interesting.
think about it, though.
Yeah.
That is just insane.
That's a lot of freaking power. Yeah, you saw when you took the 3, when they were transferring, that huge ball of energy.
It's all
Yeah,
beautiful ball
it's
energy,
giant.
and when he took their magic, cutie marks disappeared, and then their eyes all got clouded over,
Yes.
and it's obviously painful.
It would be.
Yeah, and when again, and it's just I also like when T-Rex comes in. He comes in and steal the Alicorn's magic. He can't, and he's all upset. And Celestia just smirks at him like,
You mad?
just
You seem upset.
yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
And then, but then, of course, his leader's like, "That's your plan? Just give up your magic?" And yep. Which you got to point. If not knowing all the details, it sounds like a pretty bad plan. Just yep.
Well, like you said earlier, it's a plan of desperation.
Yeah, it
It's
was
like,
And
crap, what else are you gonna do?
it's also kind of cool. Just earlier when she was trying to control it, she tried to fly, and she just boom took off, flying like super fast, leaving. And when she went by Dash, she left us. She was going. She broke the sound barrier.
No, she didn't break the sound barrier
Yes, she
because the shockwave was behind.
Yeah, that means you already broke it.
It's just air displacement. It wasn't a full sonic barrier
Not
because the sound kept up with her. It was just air displacement.
I would
That always
disagree.
happens.
I'm pretty
It's like
sure
when
it
you're
was
driving down
actually-
the road and you see the wind on the grass on the side. It's always a few feet behind the car as it goes
Yeah.
by. It's she was approaching it, but she never actually hit it.
I would disagree.
I wouldn't.
You just don't want Dash.
Besides, it doesn't really matter. She's cheating anyway.
Oh, cheating.
It took 4 alicorns to even make her get close to Dash's speed.
Mm.
Dash can do it without additional magic.
Yeah, but Dash can't do magic at all.
But we just said all ponies have magic.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't have to. She can break the sound barrier without it.
Oh, Twilight can teleport. It's faster by default.
Yeah, but that's boring. Anyway, that's off topic. Not really, but whatever.
And also, when she was trying to teleport. Yes, I did. And then she starts teleporting. And control will be like she appears in Canterlot and Appaloosa and
On a waterfall.
all over the place. Just keep teleporting because she can barely control it. It's also cool because like she keeps like,
Getting
seeing a little
shocked.
bit of
Yeah.
electricity, and she kind of twitches a bit.
Yeah.
Because she's barely containing it.
Yep. And then she uses it quite well.
Yeah, and then oh man, you blew up her library. That was not a smart idea. You blew it up. Now she's mad.
Yeah. She was able to save Aloysius, though. She teleported
Yeah.
into the library
But
and
not
then
the bees.
Yeah. Saved the owl. That's it.
And she was mad. You would see it. And then we just this actual just one-on-one fight. We've never really seen something of this scale before.
Nope.
The closest we had was the season premiere, which wasn't really so much a fight as, Nightmare Moon's shooting beams at Celestia's. Celestia's just dodging and then gets hit and, elements.
Yep.
This one's just an actual fight. Like, she's like
They're-
slamming
they're-
him into the ground and he's slamming her through a mountain. And it's funny, Megan McCarthy said one of her favorite notes was, you can't have Twilight punch T-Rex in the face.
Yep. Can't.
Why? And they always...
Yeah, I don't know. It's politics there.
Yeah, it's like,
It's
but you can
violence,
have her,
but
you can just
have
have
all
them
this other
slamming each
stuff.
other in the ground and stuff. That's fine, but you can't have her punch him in the face.
Because you can have him use magic because kids can't use magic in real life. But if you have them punch, then kids are going to punch each other.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, something like that, whatever.
Yeah, while flying in the air and yeah.
But yeah, that was a freaking epic battle scene.
It was a long one too, and there's like
Yes.
fighting. It's just like it's this whole thing. It's like you realize they're not doing anything really to each other. And
Nope. They can't really hurt each other, which is where they ended the
it's
fight.
like,
with-
and
it appears
T-Rex
we're at
cheats.
an impasse.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
got your friends.
and T-Rex cheats. So I said, "Yeah, I got your friends.
Oh.
Give up, and I'll really let them go." And she actually does. I was surprised. I was half expecting. Nope.
Nope.
Almost all of them. Almost every villain's just like no. Of course, it doesn't matter because you can destroy them all anyway or something. Probably,
she forced her to release him before she
Yeah.
would go. So,
including Discord.
and that was a very important.
Because he is really upset because he realized how much bad he screwed up.
He screwed up big time.
It's kind of odd. It's like people have been theorizing because some people say Discord kind of set it up, but I kind of disagree with that.
He was very distraught. He wasn't
that was like
faking that.
that
He was incredibly
'cause
distraught.
I have a feeling he was trying to play both sides just in case that was the initial thing. Because if
does
you
sound
notice,
like
he
a
was kind
Discord
of
thing.
unsure at one point about imprisoning the main six or 5 of the main 6 plus Spike.
Yeah.
But he was a little unsure, but he still went through with it. And then he was real distraught later, like he apologized in Fluttershy, and
Yeah.
and he's also thanking Twilight for actually letting him go as well, getting him let go as well. So
So yeah, I
I think what he was doing was he was
playing
just
that.
kind of hedging his bets and playing with both sides just to be sure, because he didn't tell T-Rex about Twilight existing initially.
until you could prove it.
Yeah, to prove it, but I think he was just kind of playing both sides just in case, like if T-Rex loses,
Yeah.
on your side the whole time, I swear. But when then T-Rex actually betrayed him, that was a kind of a wrench in that plan.
Yeah.
I think that was the idea. The thing was,
Because at that point, I believe that Discord fully thought T-Rex was going to follow through with what he said he was.
nope, didn't.
Nope.
And they also T-Rex had a brother who was Scorpion.
Yeah.
He had a brother, and the brother was like, "I like the ponies,"
I like ponies.
and so he betrayed T-Rex because these are. He tried to after trying to reason with him, didn't work. So it's just, oh man, I can't believe this actually happened. I mean, they really cranked it up, this entire thing, and just It's just initial thing. It's like, they addressed this whole thing a lot of fans have been talking about. It's like Twilight doesn't seem to be doing anything really princessy.
Yep.
They addressed that, and that was the whole point. Was, she isn't yet because this is her stepping up right here.
Yep.
Learning itself, and I noticed at the end she's like, so talking about when it's all said and done. Celestia asked her, "Do you know what you're supposed to do now?" It's like, "Yes, I'm supposed to, use my power to spread the magic of friendship across Equestria." And she's like, "This is what I'm meant to do. This is what I choose to do."
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I noticed a lot of people got all riled up about the whole Destiny thing last season.
Yeah.
People got really riled up about that.
A lot of people will. If you forced destinies are never a
Destiny, because then you get this whole nebulous philosophical thing that no one ever agrees on.
no fate but what we make.
Fate, fate, free will, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just so
that whole
but they
discussion.
said choose, so she chooses, and
Yep.
it's just so cool. And then the rainbow power thing, it's like people were really freaked out about that.
There was a lot of worry about how they were going to handle that, but I think they did it very, very well.
Well,
It
it's
was a
just basically
temporary.
Elements of Harmony Mark II.
Yeah, basically.
It's just okay.
The tree, it basically worked like we first theorized, that you give up the elements, which is your first test, but the next one is, can you live up to them even without the physical items?
Yes.
And when you do, and you can prove
and
that
they
you
did.
are still
And I
representing
was
the
also
elements,
right. Yeah,
you
Twilight's
get that.
going to come down to friendship.
Yes.
Not magic necessarily, but friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Yes, exactly. It's friendship, but that's magic. So.
Yep.
So it came down to friendship, which she did with Discord. That was her thing.
She gave up her magic for her friendship.
Yeah, including Discord.
Yep.
Wouldn't forgive the guy.
Yep. And
After
that's
he
got the key, and then. But yeah, it's
the
a
rainbow
temporary
power
thing.
designs look. This is another thing where they just look a lot better in animation than they do in the like stock images and product.
I
And
would say that about most of the stock.
Yeah, it looks a lot better in animation, and it is temporary. They depowered after all said and done.
Yep. So I'm willing to bet that we're gonna see him power up like that again.
And we'll probably get more explanation of what's going on and how this works, and can they do it whenever? How does this work?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun, an episode in the future where one of them tries to exploit it for all the wrong reasons.
I could see two of the main six
Rarity or
trying to
Dash.
do that. That's what I was about to say. Rarity and Dash, I could see them both try and utilize that.
So it's also Rarity has two tails now. When she has the rainbow power, that's odd.
Yeah.
It's
a little interesting.
it's a little crazy, but it's a temporary thing. It's not permanent. I think that's all of our fears.
Maybe
It's
let her
going to be
fly.
permanent.
Maybe her two tails will let her fly with the rest of them.
Yeah, right. But yeah, everyone was all freaked out because I think everyone thought it was going to be permanent, and it wasn't. It was a temporary powered up state that they'll probably explain this later. As like, how do they get into this? Do they have to be near the box? Do they have to activate it specifically? Do they do it whenever? How does this work exactly?
Combined.
Yeah, exactly. And then the castle thing, like it's Twilight's new home. This kind of marks this again. This marks that they're willing to change up the status quo.
Yeah, we should say the box. The box ended up being the seed for the new castle.
Yeah,
it launched off, launched into the ground, and it's not in the center of Ponyville. It looks like I thought it's on the outskirts. It sits outside,
which is good because that thing's massive.
I don't think you could put that in the middle.
Yeah, that thing was massive. You saw it was towering over everything else.
But one thing that I really want to point at, and this has actually been something that I've had in the back of nagging me in the back of my head since season 3 ended, since that whole bit with Twilight becoming an alicorn. With the new castle, there was thrones for all of them, which I thought was very, very important. It now actually put the importance on the other 5.
It's Arthur and the Round Table.
I know, but beforehand there was nothing. It was everything went to Twilight.
Well, they made it unimportant because they gave Spike a throne too. They devalued it right there.
No, I think that's no. But I really do think this is important. It's important. It's now recognizing the importance of the other 5, which honestly Celestia's kind of done the opposite since the beginning. You must do this alone, and then she can. Has to do it. No, you got to do this alone. No one else. No, the other 5 always
she's
have
the princess
to be there.
of friendship, so it makes sense. But still,
I think
princesses. They're not royalty.
They're
not
like
the Knights of the
royalty,
Round Table.
But they are.
They're Knights of the Round Table. They just need a table. It's set up in a circle. Just need to put a table there.
Yes.
You got Knights of the Round Table. Which one's Sir Lancelot? Which one's
done
Galahad?
almost
and all that? Which one's
as
Sir
much.
not appearing in this picture?
This isn't Monty Python. But no, they've needed a little bit more recognition because they've done almost as much work on learning friendship as Twilight has.
Yeah.
So finally they get recognition on that too,
And
which I thought was
got
important.
defeated by Rainbow. Again.
Because Rainbow's the best.
No.
Yeah, I'll use whatever I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
You're
will.
forbidden. it's just a great. It was the best finale. It was the best episode of the season. It was the best episode overall, in my opinion. It's just. And another thing, Cerberus, they actually linked back to season 2.
Yes, that was
he
another one.
escaped when Cerberus left his post during It's About Time. That far back, they tied to an episode in season 2.
Yeah.
It's like he must have left his post. It's like they even explicitly mentioned like how did he escape when he left when It's About Time.
Cerberus
It's like
left his post.
and
It's like, oh,
and it's like even Twilight's like that was a long time ago. Where's he been? Well, he was weak, so he had to go recharge.
Yep.
It kind of brings up a new kind of a plot hole, which yes, I know I talked about. We shouldn't go to, but we kind of. It's like, why does he know about Cadence?
how long has Cadence been around? That's another thing.
Yeah, it's like because the comics and season 2 finale all imply Cadence is around the same age as Shining Armor.
Cadence has been a Alicorn for quite some time.
Yeah,
Probably since,
but
I don't know.
probably.
Well,
She was
since
young.
birth? I don't
She
know.
had
They
to be-
don't.
No, she was
they don't ever
younger. She
explain
became an Alicorn, definitely not by birth, according to the book.
Okay.
What was it? Yeah, Twilight, Crystal Heart, whatever. And the thing is, the book or the comics and the show all imply Cadence is around the same age as Shining Armor. So she wasn't around when T-Rex first came around, which also implied he came around when Star Swirl's around. So there's a whole bunch of stuff happening at the beginning of Equestria.
Yeah, because they explained that Star Swirl and Tyrek were friends.
Tyrek's brother.
Tyrek's brother became friends. So yeah, they were around at the same
Yeah,
time
a young
period.
Star Swirl, they said. So that
Well, they didn't
complicates
actually say
matters
Star
further.
Swirl. They just showed Star Swirl.
Well, they said young Star Swirl.
They said
a
young
unicorn.
unicorn.
But
They showed Star Swirl with the full
And-
regalia. So yeah.
And it raises a further question because that would mean that was before the founding of Equestria, but they're going after Equestria's magic. Oh god, yeah, they kind of just introduced a nice little snarl in
maybe
time.
that'll be interesting.
And of course, then there's the other thing, which like maybe the Hearthswarming Eve story isn't 100% accurate.
This is the case. It's also
Because it was
maybe
I
it's
think it was
easier
just-
for him to find out. I mean, how much the time period between when he got out of Cerberus and when we see him now, that the fact that Cadence is the ruler of an entire kingdom
That's a
may
big
have
thing.
been that okay, that he'd notice that. That's kind of a big
Then again,
deal.
you think you notice a big old princess coronation ceremony, but
Maybe.
he might have not been there. Maybe he was in the Crystal Empire at the time, kind of spying around, and he kept back, it was all over, so he didn't know.
Yeah.
We'll go with
maybe-
that. That's
maybe
why
there's
he was too busy in the Crystal Empire spying on stuff, and that's why he knew about Cadence, but not Twilight. Then we'll go with that. There we go.
Well, then the next one is how about that Pony of Shadows in Castlevania?
Oh yeah, there's that. He probably didn't actually see her, or
That's the
probably
idea.
was too far away to notice the wings. He was
Yeah.
weak, and he also had a
He was
cloak and was dark.
incredibly weak. Yeah.
So he might have just not noticed the wings or something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have noticed that's probably was Tyrion.
I want to say it is just because I like
Yeah,
having those back
glowing
references.
yellow eyes and a cloak. It's like, yeah, it's like they hinted at him that far back, but he's been skulking around now, just now. You got to think about it, though. It's kind of good that they all got their friendship stuff before he was powerful enough to start taking magic. Otherwise, things have gone really bad.
Yeah, they wouldn't have ever got them.
Yeah, exactly why things have gone really bad.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're willing to change the status quo. So, elements are now rainbow power. Twilight's got a new home. They've all got thrones in this place, which, yeah. Twilight now has a purpose in her princessness, because before she kind of is like British royalty, and she just kind of smile and wave and look pretty and
Princess of Smile and Wave.
and just paparazzi taking pictures of you and kind of exploiting your life. But anyway,
Well,
Oh.
just being there is important. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
said
they
during
said
that
it
one,
was-
you're showing your presence, simply being there
shows this is important to
shows
the delegates.
that we feel it's
Well,
important.
also noticed
which
one of the
is-
lines
is
when
important.
she was pacing after she did the banner reveal and everything, and she was pacing outside a room, and then
It
she
was
meets the delegates.
secret meeting.
Yeah, and there's like, I'm glad you understand that we want a few years. They basically told her, it's obvious the implication. She wanted to be in that meeting, but they like, no, we don't want her in there. It's like, we want as few people hearing, ears as possible. It's like, yeah, they basically kicked her out.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's like, ouch. You're not
That does
considered
kinda
important
suck.
enough, even though you're royalty.
Yeah.
No wonder she felt so upset. Just like, I can't do anything. It's like, I got a title, but now what? Now I can't do anything with it.
Yeah. Now you can.
Ah.
Which also leads us into possible how they're going to do season 5.
Yeah, well, that's for a later date.
What's her purpose? To spread the
Magic of
the
friendship.
magic of friendship, which means going places.
Yeah, believe. They're going to leave Ponyville more often.
Although now that we have a huge castle,
We've already started doing that often enough. That's just their headquarters or whatever.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing. They got a giant castle with a throne room in
Pony
Ponyville,
Rangers.
so they can't. So I would see them be going places all over Equestria in the next episodes, but we're not going to stop seeing
Watching the
Ponyville.
season 5 opener, we're going to see them cleaning up the remnants of the library.
That's another thing I wanted to point at.
The library.
I want to see her have some sort of mourning thing, because she lost a whole bunch of crap during that. I believe that they would be remiss to not show her dealing with that, because that's a good lesson, and they don't have to spend a huge amount of time on it. But maybe in the season premiere for 5, that they show her dealing with the loss.
An
of all
old
of her
broken,
stuff.
a broken, charred photo of her and her friends that we've seen in the library before. That one pose. Just that it's like the frame's broken and smashed, and the picture's partially burned. And
Yep.
oh,
But then all of her friends will be there, and
that's fine.
we'll just get a new
It'll
one.
be fine now. So everyone stop overreacting. I've
I
seen so
want to
many
see
people
'em-
basically equate the destruction of that tree with the death of how the show was and how everything.
no.
Oh man, stop that.
No,
Just
stop. We don't. The whole save the tree.
Some of that was a joke, but
Yeah, some of that was a joke, but some of it wasn't.
yeah.
It's like, you don't really need a petition to bring it back.
Yeah, so it was an amazing episode overall. I loved I'm just like Twilight's becoming awesome.
Going all over the place.
Yeah,
during the whole episode. Yes.
Twilight's being awesome in a duel with an evil villain. I've been wanting to see this sort of thing, and the ethereal mane showing up, and I'm actually kind of hoping that's kind of a preview. Wink. That's coming soon.
No, that only happened when she absorbed everyone.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like whatever. I saw this pic, actually fan art, a couple weeks ago. Just her, like she's noticing, like it was like kind of like getting gray hair. Like one piece of her mane was starting to get all wavy and sparkly and stuff, and the rest of her hair is still normal. One piece kind of is, and she's like, oh, like slowly starts to do that.
Pluck it out and find some dye. Get rid of it.
Why?
It's what people do normally when they find their hair's changing.
Yeah, but it's like that's one of those things you have somewhere to compare it to. Oh. Because people have always, a long time ago, I remember people theorized, Twilight became it should be Alcorn. Oh, she'd control the stars. And then Cadence came along and kind of messed that up a little bit, but still was like, okay, she's just Princess of Magic. And now it's the Adventures of Friendship, which is magic. It's one of those.
It's a magic
Transitive property. Princess of Friendship, ergo, she's a Princess of Magic.
Because friendship is magic.
Friendship magic.
Which is, because everyone has magic, but she specializes in the friendship kind of magic. That's her specialty. Yes. But yeah. I'm
That's so good. And
I'm willing to bet we're going to see. It also gives a reason for keeping everyone around. Because I remember end of season 3, people were worried about everyone leaving, and then all of her friends no longer going with her and whatnot. Nope. They're going to stick. Yep. They have to.
Yep.
Those are her friends. And how can she spread the magic of friendship without her friends?
Yeah,
so.
I think everyone who worried about that were being dumb, though. It's like, the show is called Friendship is Magic. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all the friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward. To how they're going to go from here. I liked how they handled everything. All of my minor worries coming up to this have been, I don't know, what's the term?
Swept away?
Well, there's a single term. I think it starts with an A, but whatever. Assuage? Yeah, something like that. Whatever. Yeah. I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to the next season. It's just a bit of a wait now.
Yeah, a long wait if I'm right about why they dated it just 2015, because I noticed, like I said, they said, last time they kind of started in 2013, even though they didn't say 2014, they said winter. I remember that. They said winter. They didn't say 2014, they just said winter.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things. Winter's nebulous enough. You can start a little bit early before winter actually starts and get away with it. I've seen they do that all the time in like games. Like, I remember Fall of Cybertron when that came out in 2012. They said fall initially, then they released it in August. So
that's fall.
That's close enough. So it's just one of those things. But
Yeah.
once you start actually putting dates like 2015 in, that kind of changes things a bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would think just said winter. If
Yeah.
they're planning on doing it in 2014, premiering late 2014, they'd say winter again.
Usually, if they give a date, just a year for something like that,
mean the year.
they want to give themselves enough leeway for
Yeah,
somewhere in
365
there.
days or 366.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, the only time I usually see them coming out a year early when they say just a year is in cars.
Yeah.
The
So,
2014 model of this car comes out late 2013.
Yeah, I believe we're going to get that other show, the Equestria Academy, and then that's going to air. And this will basically, because how long each of these shows run, that basically means they'll have a solid year of content. Unless they, for some reason, start running simultaneously, which would... It's one of those
They
things
could
you
do
don't
it,
want to...
But they're not going to compete with each
overload.
other because they're...
Well, it's
You're
not
not
so much about competing. It's more about, okay, now we're kind of... Now, because, ponies have become their most popular program.
Yes.
There's no argument. It's like the most popular thing on the channel. So they're going to want to get those ratings all year round.
Yeah, it's a trade-off.
So by having it all year round, they're getting those ratings all year, so
Yeah.
they're banking on us still watching, which we will.
We will. Yeah.
So yeah, season 5 will be just a long ways off. Another hiatus. We gotta wait.
Yeah, the long night is upon us.
Yes.
Once
So what we
more.
have is, if we have, for sure, Rainbow Rocks. That's coming.
Yep.
We have probably Equestria Academy,
Yep.
and then season 5 next year.
Yep.
It might actually be a full year wait until season 5, and if it is, well, don't be angry.
Yeah.
Try to enjoy Equestria Academy if you can. If you can't, well, just bunker down.
Then make fan content for everyone else to enjoy. That's what I'll say.
Cons. And this also means we actually have episodes running during the actual con season, because, we always get the right now.
Yeah, usually con season lies between seasons.
Yeah, summer.
Yeah, but that'll if you're right on when they're placing
We're gonna have
season
shows.
5, that's gonna put it running through summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have
Spring,
conventions.
summer, a little bit maybe in the fall, but
Yep. So I could see conventions having a viewing.
everyone wants in that one.
Yep.
And then the rest of us just have to wait. Or go on our computer and our laptop.
Yeah,
and
just
make
go up to our hotel room and watch it there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Unless,
That'll be. Oh man, usually the show staff likes to live tweet the episodes.
Wouldn't that be a thing?
Well, if the show staff is at the convention, they'll live
Live
tweet
tweet.
or live whatever at the convention. So,
Yeah,
hey.
that'd be a thing. Have a that would be something to set up. Would be have a showing and then a question and answer thing right afterwards for the people who
boy.
worked on it.
Oh boy,
That would be fun.
that would be cool.
But it'd be hard because you have to know
It'd be
who
tough
worked
to.
on it.
Yeah, it
Well,
would be You'd have to.
I mean,
have
you could
some
do it with just the
people-
voice actor because
Well, they were there.
most of them.
But there'd also
sometimes-
be the whole legality. What can they say? What are they allowed to say?
Well,
what are they allowed to kind of stuff,
once
but-
the episode's aired, they can be like, "Oh yeah, this happened during the episode," or this happened, or we wanted to do this, but that was changed, and they can do that. They do that on Twitter anyway. So, okay, so yeah, so like I said, a lot of talking about that. This is why we call it fan content.
Yep.
Amazing episode. If for some reason you haven't watched it, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
So yeah, this is the best episode we've had, and I'm really, the bar has been raised. So what are they going to do for season 5?
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. I
Yeah.
have no major worries at this point.
But anyway, that was, if you liked our discussion, my fanboy gushing and stuff,
You're a fanboy.
yeah, you
gushing.
can listen to us.
I didn't do that much gushing.
You're listening to us now, but you can listen to future episodes and past episodes via Libsyn. That's pony411.libsyn.com, Libsyn. Download all the episodes there, past, previous, future. Yep. To download via iTunes, subscribe there, search for Pony411. We're on there. Go directly to your iPod, whatever. Or on YouTube, youtube.com/pony411. If you don't want to download anything, listen via streaming video content, which isn't actually video. Or Ponyville FM. Every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's ponyvillefm.com. There's the stream. You can also set up your VLC, your media player, whatever you want to stream. Poke right in, listen, boom, done. You can contact us at, email, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Comments, questions, concerns, complaints, cool. We'll roll with that. Twitter, we're at pony411. Pretty simple. Using that a lot. Facebook.com/pony411. All the episodes, again, posted on there when they come out, usually. Sometimes I'm a little late because I forget. Sorry. And you can contact us personally on Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. He's at Alcatraz with an underscore back and front at the T77T.
Yeah.
And you can also, there's a cool forum you can go to, ponycentral.com. I'm an admin there. He's a web dev. You can talk about ponies and stuff, speculation, video games, whatever. We talk about all sorts of stuff. And yeah, so in case you haven't noticed, we've been talking about episodes every single week for a discussion. And, well, we won't have anything for quite a while. So, but don't worry, we'll have stuff to talk about. We're going to be, already have some plans. We might keep going. We'll try to keep up a weekly thing, but if that doesn't happen, I'm sorry in advance. But I'm hoping we could keep a weekly release schedule.
Yes, we have some
we have some stuff to talk about. Of course, including one thing is Everfree Northwest will coming up in a couple months.
Yep, that's July 4th.
Yep.
We'll be
talking about that.
So.
We'll be trying to do something special for that. We might go back to previous episodes. We might go back to previous generations.
Oh boy.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
But to kick us off, next week we're going to kind of just talk about Season 4 in general.
Yeah.
Just for overall Season 4 stuff. So tune in for that. We're just because the season's over doesn't mean we are.
Yep.
So, until next time, take care and please pony responsibly. Tirek is
Tirek.
Yeah, Tirek.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Keep
Tirek.
going.